So love is a strange thing, and love makes you do strange things. My wife is the only girl I ever dated, which sounds noble until you realize I was just socially awkward growing up and was afraid to talk to girls, and God, in his kindness, provided a girl who would talk to me, and so I figured I should keep talking to her, and so we kept talking, and just recently celebrated our 16th wedding anniversary, and I was reminded when we were celebrating, that anniversary, one year on our anniversary, she gave me a scrapbook that had a bunch of letters and notes that she had written me over the course of our relationship, and so we started reading through and just seeing, and there was one particular letter that I'm going to risk any semblance of reputation I might have by just sharing a small, very small portion of this letter that I apparently wrote to her when we were just friends at the time, technically. I mean, you know what that means. I wanted to be more than friends, and she had just moved off to college. She's a year older than me, so she had just moved off to school, and I was still finishing up high school. And apparently we had just talked on the phone when I wrote this letter to her. So this is what it said. Dear Heather, dude, I am so glad you called tonight. Like, what kind of opening is that? Like, I know that when a guy writes a letter like this, you pour over every word. You want to make every word count. I have no clue what compelled me to think that the first word out of the chute should be dude. So I continued. I have wanted to call you Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today, but I just figured you were too busy. You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say you've been really busy. Apparently, I was not. When I heard your voice, I wrote, when I heard your voice, it was so awesome that I can't explain how I felt. You sounded so awesome. Is this not the most lame thing you've ever heard? Awesome. Twice. So it got worse. It got 3 pages of worse. So agonizing to read through. So I'm gonna jump to the end here, okay? So this was my rousing conclusion. Dude. Man, I wish this wasn't true, but this is what it's. So, dude, I'm not just wasting ink when I say this. Can you tell I never had a girlfriend? Wasting ink. My life isn't the same without you around, and I miss having you to talk with and spend time with. I miss you something fierce. Fierce, really? Really? Praying for you, comma, dude. For those counting, that's 3 dude mentions in a total of 8 lines. In Christ. Don't blame this on him. This is not, it's not his fault. He didn't do this. In Christ, David. That is the letter I wrote to my future wife. So, no, don't clap. There's one person clapping. Like, there's no reason to clap whatsoever. Like, well, maybe you're clapping because you feel sorry for me. Like, okay, like that would make sense. Oh, there you go. Oh, thanks. That makes me feel great. Yeah. Maybe clapping for my wife. Like, oh, what a precious woman. She would marry that guy. Or maybe clapping for yourself. Like, I'm glad I didn't write that letter. Like, I just helped boost your self-esteem all over this room. Like, maybe you would clap in worship. Like, God, only you could allow a man like that to be married. Just glory. So, love.